Hey there, Regina Allen here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Today, we are talking about your core genius. Our theme this week is all about leaning into your core genius. What does that mean? Well, if your business has been maybe not getting as many clients as you like, maybe your content is not really hitting home, you're not getting a lot of engagement. Not as much likes and shares, and people just aren't recognizing you out there, even though you know you're really good at what you do. This is where you need to pay attention. Your core genius. This is about your foundation. You are extremely unique. There is no one walking the earth like you. What does that mean to your business? Well, when it comes to business, there are 5 things and 5 signs that you're not leaning into that core genius. And the first one is you're always looking at what everybody else is doing, because that's what a lot of coaches and consultants tell you to do. They say, go look at what other people are doing and model what they're doing. Well, you know what? They're doing what they're doing because that's what works for them and their core genius. It might not necessarily work for you because you're unique. There's nobody like you. This is how you stand out from everybody else. When you sit there and look at what everyone else is doing, that's great to model maybe and check and see, but never lose sight of you. You know, if you follow other coaches, you study their content and you tweak your offers, your products, your services, and your content, and you tweak all that to look like theirs, guess what? You're not them. You're you. You're missing out on that thing that makes you unique. So go out this week and do a little social media audit. Notice the people who their content make you feel inspired versus maybe the ones who are like making you feel like you're not enough. Unfollow those folks that make you feel like you're not enough, or the ones who make you feel like there's something wrong with what you're doing. Stop following them. They're not helping you. Follow the ones who inspire you and help you bring out that piece of you that is uniquely you. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Do what you need to be doing to stand out. That's number one. The second sign that you're not leaning into your core genius is that you feel drained when you think about creating content. So if you're looking at the week ahead going, oh God, I got to do another full weeks of content. What am I going to talk about? How am I going to show up? What am I going to do? If creating content, showing up online, if it's starting to feel draining, then you know that you're not leaning into you. It should feel energizing. It should feel like you want to get up every single day and share what you have to say with the world. You know, not every days, but most days, if it constantly feels like it's a performance, then that's a sign that you're not showing up as you. When you're uniquely you, it doesn't feel like you're putting on performance or putting on a show for people because you think that's what they want to hear. You're just showing up as you, real, raw, authentic, transparent every single day. So if you feel drained showing up in your business, then it's time to turn around and go, what am I doing wrong? Where am I not leaning into who I uniquely am? So think about the last time that you talked about your work and you completely lost track of time. You were so passionate. You got so into it. That energy, that's your core genius. That's your core genius showing up. Number 3, if your content feels kind of flat and boring even to you, you post something, you're like, that was a good post. You post something and, it was okay. You are not excited about your content. You should be excited about your content. You should be showing the world who you are. And every single time you write something, every time you share something, it should energize you. So if your content is feeling flat, if it's feeling flat to you, guess what? It's feeling flat to everybody else too. So number 3 is if it feels flat, even to you, it's time to redo your content. And if you want to pull out that core genius, write your content like you're talking to your best friend. How would you say it to them? If you would say it different to your best friend than you would if you're saying it to everybody else, then you're not showing up as you. Looking back on an old song that I actually heard this morning from Billy Joel, it's called The Stranger. We all have masks that we put on and show up. If you're putting your mask on to do your content and not showing up as you, it's time to take the mask off. Show up as you would to your friends, your family. And, something that genuinely has you fired up this week, talk about that. No filter, just the real authentic you. So that's number 3. Number 4 sign that you're not leaning into your core genius is you keep attracting the wrong clients. If you're attracting people who don't really value what you do, maybe they hire you and then they push back every time you suggest something with your process. Or maybe they just don't feel like your people. Energy is a real thing. You can feel that energy. So if you keep attracting the wrong clients, guess what? Your energy is attracting what your energy is putting out. So if your energy is putting out the wrong signals, you're going to attract the wrong people, which means you're not working in your core genius. Because when you're working in your core genius, your energy is way up here instead of being way down here. Your energy when you're in your core genius is that's that thing you're passionate about. You love doing what you do. You want to show up every day, and you want those people that you genuinely can help to show up into your world. So if you're attracting the wrong clients, it's time to go out and start or stop pretending who you think they want you to be and start showing up as who you really are. Because then you start attracting your people. So, little challenge for this week, pull up your bio or your website homepage and read it out loud. Does it sound like you? Does it sound flat? Does it sound boring? Does it sound like somebody you'd hire? Does it sound like somebody you want to attract? Does it sound like somebody that if you read that bio, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to hire that person? If it doesn't sound that way to you, and it sounds maybe generic or it sounds like it was canned, maybe you used AI to write it and AI just wrote something generic for you. It's time to rewrite it as who you are, who you truly are. Your core genius is all about those skills, those experiences, your personalities, your quirks, all those things about you make up your core genius. All those things that come naturally to you that you don't even think about. You think, well, this isn't so special because it's so easy for you. Those are your core genius superpowers. Think about when you read your bio, your website homepage. Does it sound generic and like everybody else? If so, chances are pretty good your core genius is nowhere near it. So it's time to get that rewritten. Now, the last one is number 5. If you're constantly second guessing yourself, do you second guess yourself all the time saying, well, you know what? I'm going to change up my offer. I'm going to rebrand again. Maybe I should pivot and do something else. If all of this self-doubt is spiraling inside of you, that is always a sign that you are not working with your core genius. They're totally disconnected from your core genius. So here's the thing. For this one, write down 3 things that you know for sure about your work, your clients, your approach. That thing that is yours, only yours, and it's based on your core genius. and look at that and see, am I showing up like this? Am I showing up as the person that I actually truly am? If you're not, then you're not in your core genius. Now, again, why do we want to be in this unique core genius? Because there's a lot of people doing what you do right now. And a lot of them are all modeling other people that are doing what you're doing. And when they do that, guess what? A duck is a duck is a duck is a duck. They all sound the same. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Do you want to be a duck or do you want to be a goose? Or do a swan? How about a swan? You want to be the swan in a pond full of ducks. How's that? So think about how you're showing up. Show up as you, because when you show up as you, that's when you start to stand out. That's when you start loving what you do. That's when people start responding and you start attracting the absolute right people to your business and your products and services. So, if you haven't leaned into your core genius yet, my challenge for you this week is to look at those things that you're doing and answer honestly. Are you always looking to see what everyone else is doing so you can do what they're doing? Do you feel drained after showing up in your business? Maybe you did a master class or you showed up on some podcast or something, and you just, every time you talk about it, you just feel drained. Does your content feel even to you? Do you keep attracting the wrong people? Do you second guess yourself? If you're doing any of those things, then you are disconnected from your core genius. It's time to sit down with yourself, paper and pen, and start writing down all of those things, your skills, your values, your personalities, all those little quirks that make you you, and start showing up as the real you, working in your core genius. Then you will see a shift that changes the energy forever for what you're doing for you and your business. And you will love the change. So that's what we've got for you for today. And we'll see you next time on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.